Right. Hello again and welcome back everybody. As I promised, I was going to show you how I organized all my craft supplies, and I have just about all of them in this little section here. And then this part of the wall I'm working on a little project to make a fun background for filming. I want to get more paper to set that up, but I just used some contact paper and some duct tape that I had. And then all of these containers that I have my items stored in were all things I already had, so I really didn't need to purchase anything to organize. And the key with both the KonMari method and minimalism is when you organize, you don't want to have to waste money on storage, and it's important to just work with what you have. And being a crafter and embracing minimalism, it's actually it's a difficult balance, but usually crafters tend to have a lot of crafting supplies, and I do have quite a bit, but I have pared down this collection significantly. So I'm just going to show you what I have and how it's all organized. Alright, so first we have over here, this is my jewelry tree that I have. I bought this at, I think, Icing or Claire's, one of those places, a few years ago. But it's super cute and I still really like it. So I just have some of my handmade jewelry on display here. And I'm actually thinking about having this in the background when I finish revamping my filming space. And then next we will go down here. So as you can see, this shoebox contains essential oils. And it's just a regular shoebox, so I didn't need to buy the box. But I purchased some duct tape a while back, and I decided to use that to decorate the boxes, just to make them prettier and just give a more cohesive feel to how I have organized my craft supplies. Next is this box, as you can see, has glue, scissors, and my hot glue gun. Basically any type of glue you would use for a craft project or a DIY is in here. Like I said, my hot glue gun's in there, there's super glue in there, there's some Craft Bond, Mod Podge, and I think there's one other type of adhesive in there, I don't remember which one it is. This one just has my hookah in it, but I didn't put a label on it just because I know that's what's in there. And then this box contains all of my acrylic paint. There's some little tubes of glitter and some pastels in there. And I'm not going to take everything out just because it would take way too long and it would make a huge mess. And then this big tub over here, I made it prettier on the sides, but all my loom knitting stuff is in here. This container right here, so the plastic containers, obviously you can see what's in there. So this has all my little 4-ounce jelly mason jars that I like to make candles and stuff with, and they're also great for gift items. And then these I have for I have the spritzers for my spritzer bottles, and I do have some plastic bottles that, or actually I got rid of the plastic bottles and I've switched to glass just because if you're making a homemade fragrance or spray, it lasts a lot longer and holds the fragrance better. So I kept the spritzers for those, and then I have some little tins over here for making lip balms and stuff, which I still do on occasion. If I don't get to that by Christmas, those are getting purged as well. But the little spray things, those come in handy. I like using them, so those are going to stay indefinitely. And then in here I just have random tools and batteries, but it's mostly tools. In here I have gift packaging supplies. I've got some little boxes, some gift basket bags, a roll of Scotch tape, and then in here are my amber glass bottles, so they're like just a darker colored glass bottle, and then those are what I use to make natural sprays and perfumes and anything like that. This is all notebooks and drawing and coloring supplies. There's some adult coloring books in there. I've got some stretched canvas. There's colored pencils and markers in there. And then up top I have all my silicone molds, which I use for making bath bombs, lotion bars, body bars, anything like that. And then down here, we are going to get to all my beading supplies. So in this drawer, it's kind of a pain to open with all this stuff on here, but it opened pretty well for me. So I actually got these containers a while back at Dollar General, and I really like them because they're the perfect size for keeping beads in. So I actually have all my beads organized by category in there. Oh look, that one's empty. So as you saw in my jewelry video, I've been busy, but I'll just show you a couple of those. So here's those. And then down here I've got some ribbon. I've got all my buttons in these little baggies here. So as you can see, I'm not going to take them all up because again that would take forever. More beads. And then in this little pouch here, let me open it up. Well, I have a cat on my lap. Hello, Miss Boots. You gonna smile for the camera, pretty girl? So I've got my wire snips. And then here's some crimpers. I think that's what they're called. And then these are my needle nose pliers. But I did get rid of some of the wire tools that came in that purple set just because they were getting rusty and not really useful anymore. But I do plan on upgrading to a higher quality set eventually just because I've gotten so into jewelry. And then there's some ribbon in there. I think there's like just enough memory wire to make a bracelet on here. And I'm going to save that for the memory wire bracelet tutorial that I'm going to make. And then this is just some cheap metal chain that I got at Hobby Lobby. But I like using this for keychains and for like the little dangly things on earrings. Like I'm not going to use it on a necklace just because I want to use a higher quality chain for that. Oh, I accidentally hit a button while I was making the video, but here is some more cord. I've got some jute and then some leather cord in there that I'm planning on using for a project. And then in here, let me take all these little plastic containers out. Oh, and I got some monofill cord, but in here I've just got like jewelry hardware. And then this whole tub underneath contains all my wooden beads. So I've basically pared down my beading supplies to only glass and wooden beads just because I like the look and feel of them, and I kind of like the indie and boho-esque look for jewelry. But I've got a couple magnetic beads in here and just some clasp with a bronze finish and some jump rings. And that is everything in this drawer. I do feel like I need to organize it a little better. I had it looking really pretty a couple weeks ago. And then here is just the bags that have all that jewelry that I showed you. I'm sorry, this one's kind of a mess. I have 2 soap dishes in here. I actually use these for putting beads on when I'm making a project. And they come in super handy. And then here's some stainless steel ball chain. I'm still debating whether I'm going to keep this or let it go because I don't know what to do with it. Empty containers. I've got some candles that my boyfriend's mom had made that I want to burn eventually. There's more ribbon back there and then a cookbook. And then last but not least, we have all the raw supplies for making items. I kind of organized them in here, but it says candle molds, there's like one thing of ribbon, some spatulas, and then there are bamboo skewers in here. And then here are some ingredients that I have. The vodka is used to preserve the fragrances. I don't drink that particular brand. I got buckwheat hulls. I want to use those to make pillows for people for Christmas. And then coconut oil, of course, vegetable glycerin. There's some Epsom salt. And then there's a couple jelly jars that did not fit in that container. But I kept all that stuff in there. So yeah, that is all my crafty stuff, and then nothing too exciting, but there are 2 gallons of distilled water behind this basket. So that is everything that I have in my crafting supply collection. So if you like what you saw, just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and there will be more to come. Peace out.